Actors and stuntmen from the Screen Actors Guild are taking it to the streets. They're conducting daily rallies in front of the headquarters of the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers.
Our voices sell the product to the world. We sell the product to the Fortune 500 companies. If we can't make a deal, if our union can't make a fair deal that allows our members an opportunity to make a living if they're working, I would like to know what union in the world has a chance. This monolithic structure of the AMPTP, the MPAA, has already rolled over every union in this town. We are the last man standing. We are the last union standing, and if we can't stand up, if we can't negotiate a better deal, then I believe the other unions are waiting for us to negotiate something better so they have a better chance next time around.
Screen Actors Guild President Alan Rosenberg explains that the AMPTP and the Motion Picture Association of America, MPAA, is playing hardball with the Guild.
You know, especially when they say the last best final offer, that means they're not getting any more. There is no more bargaining, and that's basically where we are. They've given us 60 days. I don't even know what the date's coming up, I think next week. Yeah, the 19th. And if according to them, we don't accept their last offer, then it's off the table, and we'll go back to the offer they gave us, last best and final offer they gave us before that. I don't put much faith in that date. I'm not worried about that date. You know, so the clock is ticking, I suppose, but I believe there's still room for negotiation. And if our members stand up strong and their voices are heard, you know, maybe we can make some headway. There's nobody among our leadership who thinks this is a good deal. That's one thing that rallies like this are successful in doing.
So that's what the rallies were all about. There are deep divisions within the union. Scott Wilson hopes that these rallies will help bring the members together when they understand what the real issues are all about.
They have to be informed, they have to be educated. There's a lot of infighting going on now that has prevented that information from getting out from the Guild, and that's one reason we're out there, is to educate the membership, let the word spread just how horrible this contract would be if it became a contract, these proposals, how horrible these proposals are. That's the reason we're out there.
There's a division within the Guild that is hurting their efforts. Ed Asner was very clear why he doesn't agree with the union moderates.
And so often the cry has been by the walk softly and carry a little stick people. We'll get it back later. There is no getting back. Every time it has been forestalled and postponed in terms of getting what is necessary. It's never recaptured. And when you surrender something, as management now is trying to get the union to also surrender certain areas of the contract, you never get that back either.
But they aren't just protesting for higher wages and more benefits. These actors are finding themselves in the same situation as Full Disclosure. They are becoming victims of the same consolidation that has dramatically affected us as well. More and more public access channels are being shut down as the big cable companies shed their responsibilities under the FCC public access mandate. A media mogul and business tycoon, Ted Turner, warned us in a 2004 article entitled "My Beef with the Big Media." He stated, and I quote, "Today, media companies are more concentrated than at any time over the past 40 years, thanks to a continual loosening of the ownership rules in Washington. The media giants now not only broadcast networks and local stations, they also own the cable companies that pipe in the signals from their competitors and the studios that produce most of the programming. To get a flavor of how consolidated the industry has become, consider this. In 1990, the major broadcast networks, ABC, CBS, and NBC and Fox, fully or partially owned just 12.5% of the new series that they aired. By 2000, it was 56.3%. Just 2 years later, it had surged to 77.5%. Scott Wilson explains how the globalization of the movie industry creates a monopoly that will eliminate competition for the services of actors.
When you consider that Universal, which has been a motion picture company, owns NBC, a network, and a network that makes its own product. So they own the studios, that own the networks, that create the product, that own the cable channels, that they can move the product to. And also NBC has a relationship with Hulu now, as does Disney, as does Fox. Well, Fox is basically Hulu. It's getting smaller and smaller group of people who are controlling everything. It comes back to, and okay, you have Warner Brothers, who has a huge cable empire. They have AOL. They have their own internet companies. You have Sony that has I believe it's Crackle is their internet company. That Sony Motion Pictures, which owns Columbia and also MGM, and they have a network of cable companies that reach 400 million people worldwide.
And now, with movies and television transitioning to the internet, these actors see that once they've completed a project, these conglomerates will move their profit centers online and freeze out the actors out of any residual payments. Mr. Wilson highlights the far-reaching tentacles of Time Warner.
They are getting a stranglehold on the internet now. That's what this collective bargaining is about too, is getting a stranglehold on the internet to where they will control the internet, like they did cable. When cable came out, there were affiliates all over the country. There were cable owners all over the country. They have managed to corral all those cable channels. It's theirs now.
So according to Scott Wilson, what should people do? He recommends civic activism.
Write letters. Write letters. Get involved in that way. Ask for hearings. Ask for hearings on antitrust issues in this industry. That's get involved. You know, there are a lot of problems in the world now. The economy is horrible. And there's no reason why in this industry that flourishes during downtimes of the economy should be, the workers in this industry should be squeezed, because if they're making money, they'll spend the money and that will help churn the economy. So, you know, there's no reason this economy should be, this industry should be just hammering people out of the business.
And on the picket line, Ed Asner emphasized that the Guild is going to stand up strong and not cave in to the monopolies.
And this will show that we're made of sterner stuff, that Ellen Rosenberg is here to stay, and that this union, as it was originally conceived and has operated up until now, until it was betrayed by so many of its members, is here to stay.
We'd like to know what you, the viewers, think. Please respond to our survey and be sure to leave your comments below. Number 1. Do you think the consolidation of the big movie and television production companies is circumventing the antitrust laws of our nation? Yes or no? Number 2. Should our current antitrust laws be enforced to protect the disappearing jobs once created by independent media producers? Yes or no? Number 3. When you watch features and television programs, are you watching them on the internet? Yes or no? Please be sure to leave your comments below. Thank you.